over. It says I'm offline. Can't be offline. It's impossible.
You seem online to me.
Yeah, we're online. So, yeah, what's happening? That was I thought that the goddess, the thousand goddess gathering. We just make this step of it as we go. And it was like the third that I think we raised about 1,400, I think. So we Soulogy got like about 400 or 500 out of it or whatever, and it was fine with me because it covered everything, right? It wasn't anything left to spare. But yeah, I just thought energetically it was such a really. I was really happy to go. It was a great.
Well, I need to tell you what happened. Yeah, and for those who are just listening, we're talking about the Thousand Goddesses Gathering and Global Grid that happened the weekend of October 20th, 21st, and we had a big event on the mall. We didn't have 1,000 goddesses that came physically on the mall, but there were at least 1,000 women around the world gathered, and more than 85 sacred circles and individuals joining us. And we invoked more than 1,000 goddesses. And so what happened, Todd, because you and I are finally talking after that, and you came down and you were so beautiful. You broadcast live from the mall and were videotaping and interviewing people. And I saw only some of your videos afterwards. I mean, you were so cute. I'm looking for the goddesses. I'm going to find some goddesses to talk with. And there were men walking by and you were like going right by them, not them. I'm looking for goddesses.
I interviewed some men. I did interview some men.
Yeah, no, I'm playing with you.
I know, I'm kidding.
What happened was a massive conduit of white light came in to the tune of, 12,000 Hawkins scale of frequency, which for those who don't know what that is, it's an energy measurement that David Hawkins came up with. And Christ was at 1,000 when he was living, someone who is operating at Christ's level of energy. So a 12,000 level conduit of white light came in of divine masculine energy to balance the divine feminine work that we were doing.
Wow.
And because we had the global grid of all of the groups around the planet, and they were in different countries, different continents, mostly in the northern part of the whole northern hemisphere, but there were still some in Australia. And because of the grid, some very gifted light workers, cosmic shamans, along with Earth Mother and the massive spiritual team that was supporting the Goddesses Gathering, we deeply activated Gaia's oneness grid that weekend.
Yeah.
And so 2 days later, so all of us who were there got a major activation. So you were part of it. You were there along with Michael, your photographer friend, and his photos were beautiful, by the way.
Yeah. And I did get activated. And the funny thing was I went to, let's formally roll this show out because we have a purpose with this show. It's a special Soul Speaks 5D. We're here to support Mare Cromwell, who we collaborated with and helped in a small way. A huge event, the 1,000 Goddesses Gathering back in October.
And Global Grid.
Was really happy to be part of that. Yeah, that was really kind of a preemptive for 2019 co-creation, collaboration frequency that is starting to really take root. But so yeah, we're just talking about that. This is Mare Cromwell out of DC. I did some phenomenal
Maryland.
work.
I'm in Maryland.
Oh,
I make
Maryland.
the distinction because I can't live in the heart of the city. I'm not a city girl. I'm like practically in the country here. I love it.
But it was extraordinary. And so everybody knows who you are. But now going back to what were you saying? I'm sorry.
What I was talking about is that we deeply activated Gaia's oneness grid that weekend. And so for all of you who are listening and all who may be interested in this, and I'd like to bring in an experience to help people understand what it is that I'm talking about, is 2 days after the gathering, that following 2 days in the morning, I was downloaded from my spirit team, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about them in a moment, a visualization activation to keep the grid amplified. And every month the second Wednesday of every month, I am leading a tune-in, and you don't need to join me via Zoom or Skype or conference call. It's just do the visualization activation with me. And it's available on my website, which is Mare Cromwell, M-A-R-E Cromwell, C-R-O-M-W-E-L-L. It'll be in the notes afterwards. Actually, it was in the bio that went with your plug for this interview. But it's you can find it there. There's a link on the homepage. It's very inexpensive. It actually helps me pay my bills to purchase it. It's only $17.77, but this is an opportunity for each one of us to keep Gaia's oneness grid activated and amplified, and it's really important. There are many grids around the planet. This is not the only one, but this is the one that was deeply, deeply activated with the 1,000 Goddesses Gathering and Global Grid of all the sacred circles that were doing ceremony with us that day in LinkedIn. And this is part of helping to rebirth Mother right now, Mother Gaia, to birth the new earth that's coming in. We have to raise the frequency. I don't need to tell you this, Todd, you already know this. But I want, if I may, can I offer something to everyone listening right now? Just hop right into it, because there are a couple things I want to talk about with you.
Mare, you can do whatever you want. Do you want to go over the? Let's see here. What we got? Let me roll it out this way. Here.
Okay.
Just so, because some people may not know you. There's 32 people in the house. I'm sorry I didn't do a roll call on this one because we were just chit chatting. Please, if these shows resonate, please share. This is Mare Cromwell. She's a guide, communicator, priestess, author, and healer. We've done several shows together last year. Some might call her a medicine woman or light worker. She has devoted her life to serving the Great Mother and midwifing the new earth coming in now. Multi-award winning books include the Great Mother Bible, Messages from Mother, Earth's Mother, and If I Gave You God's Phone Number. Mare has studied with Native American elders for 23 years, along with other gifted spiritual teachers. She sat on the World Council for Wisdom Gatherings for 3 years and is the visionary behind the 1,000 Goddesses Gathering and Global Grid. Also hosts the weekly Voices from Gaia webcast series during the winter of 2018. Lives in Maryland. It doesn't say anything about what you're doing in Melbourne. I'm sorry.
Okay. I know. I sent you my standard bio. Sorry. I'm going to be doing events in Melbourne and near Bellington, and I'll be in New Zealand first, the end of March at the Voices of Sacred Earth Festival. And then I'll be doing another event, a couple other events. You can go to my website and find them. Sacred Gardening event and Womb Wisdom events in New Zealand and in Australia. So the Australian events will be in April.
Okay. So, and I just want you to know, and I don't know if you know this, but you know, when I haven't done this in a while, it's probably been about 3 months, but when you look at the demographics of Soulogy, there is a huge group in Melbourne.
Yeah, that's what Morgan was saying to me. And so that's where she said, you have to talk to Todd and be interviewed. And I said, I know, but Todd's so busy, I haven't been able to pin him down yet. So here we are.
Yeah. But
everybody in Melbourne is welcome.
Yeah. Melbourne, there's quite a few people in Adelaide where Morgan's from. I don't know the geography over there, but yeah, Australia's got a strong presence in the Soulogy demographics. But yeah, so yeah, we'd be glad to help you expand the awareness of the event. And I'm going to hand it over to you, and you let us know what you're doing or whatever you want to talk about.
Okay. Well, thank you. First of all, the events I'm doing in Australia, New Zealand are focused on helping activate people so they're more energetically, spiritually connected to Mother Gaia. And I do that in various ways. So I'll be speaking at the Voices of Sacred Earth Festival at the end of March in Albany, north of Auckland in New Zealand. And then I'll be leading the following weekend, April 6th and 7th, a 2-day retreat called Sacred Guardian, Sacred Earth, because one of the things that I have been taught, and I've also downloaded information from Mother Gaia directly, is how to work with the plants in your gardens in ways that make it a far more sacred experience, amplifying your energy body, connecting with Mother, connecting with the plants, you know, garden design, et cetera, plant communication to some degree. So, and I'm doing another event, similar one in Melbourne, Sacred Gardening, Sacred Earth. in April. That's April 13th. But I'm also doing a womb wisdom. I'm kind of spread out. There's a lot of people like have a narrow niche, and it's like, no, mother wants me to do this and this and this. I'm also doing an awakening our womb wisdom workshop in Auckland in early April, and then another awakening our womb wisdom workshop in Melbourne. It really is ceremony and a spiritual activation and clearing of blocked, repressed energies in our womb space. These are for women. At some point, I'll open them up to men too, but I'm not ready to do that. I could go on and on about womb wisdom. It's so powerful, and it's so needed right now to help all women step into who they truly are and their most beautiful, beautiful potential. And a lot of us have a lot of blocked energy in our womb space from ancestral, generational, past life, repressed stuff. So, and I'm also doing in Australia in an area called Bellingen. All the information is not uploaded yet. There's no Facebook page because I'm still finalizing it. There's going to be Embracing Mother Earth, a 2-day event, really going deeply. We're going to do sacred fire, sacred water ceremony. So I also want to add, Todd, that beyond these events and this trip to New Zealand and Australia, Mother has kicked me in the butt in the past few days. I don't know who else is feeling it.
Are you not getting it done? What's going on? You're not.
Well,
you're not
I've been kind of in a slump this winter, sleeping in late, feeling a little bit depressed, even just kind of going, what am I doing, Mother? What's next? And I think I needed to go through that. It's like a gestation process after doing the 1,000 Goddesses and Global Grid, because that was so much effort. And so I needed to kind of go inward and hide a bit this winter. But then Mother on Friday morning said, she kicked me and she said, you're getting out of bed now. You are forgetting the tools you have. You're forgetting who you really are. Get up, make it happen. I'm like, oh God, you're right. I'd forgotten, because I got a spiritual upgrade after the 1,000 Goddesses gathering in early November.
I'm sure anyone that was there did. I ended up, like I said, getting catapulted to Kauai.
I know.
I was like, what? Yeah, that was crazy.
Which I'd love to hear what you did there, but we can save that for later if you want. Yeah, I got a spiritual upgrade in November, and can I even talk about this? Let me ask on the spirit plane. They're saying yes. My team's saying yes. I got a whole new dragon upgrade. I don't usually talk about the dragons. I work very closely with them.
What month? I'm just curious. What month did you get that upgrade?
It was 2 weeks after the 1,000 Goddesses gathering.
Okay, so the gathering was what, October
20th.
Okay, so I was in Kauai by the 30th of October, and I was dragon upgraded for an entire month. And I never even saw a dragon until I got here. You know, I think I saw.
You don't even need to see them. It's more feeling their energy, and they have so much love. Oh my God. And they're just, so I got an upgrade, and it's allowing me to hold this space with what Mother wants me to do far more solidly. I'm careful around the word powerful or powerfully, but just solidly. And so that was Friday morning. Mother reminded me that I needed to live in that dragon upgrade 24/7. It was like, no. This is not something back in the closet that you put away. This is like, you need to live in it now all the time. I'm like, okay, I get it. And then also the next morning, Saturday morning, just 2 days ago, she woke me up early again. She said, now I want you to do a Gaia teach. And this is where she speaks through me, and I do it really fast, and I put it up on YouTube. It's like, boom, you know, sometimes I put it out that people pay and register, but this was like, she's like, no, I want this out now. And it's her call to the divine masculine, Gaia's call to the divine masculine. So it's on YouTube, folks. You can watch it. It's free. It's, I'm actually in my bed, sitting in my bed, recording it. She's like, don't worry about getting all dressed. My nightgown is on under my sweatshirt as I'm doing this video for her to put on YouTube. I have no pretense. No pretense. So what's happening? Gosh, what is happening? Yeah, I really, one of the things I wanted to talk with you about beyond this trip to Australia and New Zealand, and I welcome any and all who wish to join me there, who's part of your community in Australia and even in New Zealand, or even here in the Mid-Atlantic when I do events here. But the Gaia Oneness Grid is really significant. And one thing that I didn't talk about very much before the gathering, so it was not brought up, I think, no, it wasn't brought up when you and I did the interviews pre-Thousand Goddess Gathering. I was guided on the stage there at the gathering, and I asked in the spirit plane, and I got yes, to mention their actual names, because the spiritual council that was coordinating the Thousand Goddess Gathering and Global Grid way up here are made up of two councils. One is a divine feminine council. Mother Gaia sits on the council. The Virgin Mary sits on the council. There's another beautiful divine feminine being called Mother One who sits on the council. But the council that's the divine feminine one is, the term we don't really have in English. I don't have a full understanding, but I would say coordinated or headed by a beautiful, powerful divine feminine being called Una. And I spell that Oona. And those who are really sensitive are probably going to start feeling Una, because I want to call her in and call the council in so people can experience them. So there's the Divine Feminine Council, and I don't know all of them. There's like 13 of them. And I'm told I don't need to know all of them. I can't look at them when I look on the spirit plane, especially to Una, because she's so bright. Her light is so, it's like blinding. I feel her energy, but I can't see her. I can feel her. So the Divine Feminine Council has a Divine Masculine Council. They're all sacred union partners between the Masculine Council and the Feminine Council. And I don't know who is the Virgin Mary's Divine Masculine Council at this time. I have not been told who that is. But that council is headed up, quote unquote, headed by Un, O-O-N. And they are the family of one. And they play a very huge role in our omnicosmos, in our universe. And they're very keenly focused on Earth and the ascension energetics here on Earth. And so they're the ones who were guiding the Thousand Goddesses Gathering. And the first time I did the gathering in 2016, I didn't really know their names. I just called them the Great Mother Team. And almost every other day when I was organizing that event, I would be crying because I'd be so stressed out. And then I would just call out to the Great Mother Team. Then I'd feel better. And then I'd go back to the computer and organize more. I was in much better condition in 2018, the second one, when you and I connected. But this Gaia Oneness Grid visualization activation is actually, within the visualization activation, it's a meditation of connecting with Mother Gaia and creation and sinking yourself energetically straight into the heart of the planet, so that Mother Gaia's heart in the center of the planet is our womb space. And men have a womb space too in your ethereal body. So you sink yourself energetically down into the planet, and then fill your energy body into the whole energy body of Earth. And once you've done that, after connecting with Mother and creation, then you call on Una and Un's councils and manifest, visualize a conduit in front of you and call their energy down. So it fills in Mother's energy body. And then you activate the water. You call in all the water of the planet. You call in the dolphins. You can call in whoever you want around the planet, the stones, the whales, So this is something they downloaded in me 2 days after the Thousand Goddesses Gathering. And to create the recording for it, I couldn't do it for a full month because it was so much energy. And when I did finally record it to have it available on my website, I did like rest during part of it, because holding all that energy was so big. So I've been talking, and I would love to now call on them to come in, to invite everyone to experience them, because some of the people who have been giving me feedback after purchasing and doing this meditation, visualization, activation, they're saying the feedback is they have never experienced so much love and light.
Wow.
and I'm sure there are other, I don't know what other people are doing. I don't know everyone who's doing light work around the planet. That would be overwhelming to know all of them. You probably know most of them, half of them. But what I know is that the amount of energy that Una and Una's councils can bring forward. You know what? Enough talking. Let me just do it.
Yeah, let's do it. That's what we do here. Spontaneous, intuitive, imaginative, and creative. And courageous.
Courageous. Oh my God, the courage. That's one thing Mother kicked me in the butt about last Friday. Where's your courage? You have it. Get it. Here it is. Okay, I'm going to do this abbreviated version of Gaia's Oneness Grid.
Take your time. Take your time.
Well,
do what you got to do.
Okay. I'm tuning in right now. They're saying we're ready. So I want everyone to take a deep breath in and let it out. Take another deep breath into the bottom of your lungs and let it out. And know that we are in a most sacred space right now. We are being surrounded by so many beautiful light beings. There are dragons surrounding us, protecting us, and amplifying this. It is so beautiful what's happening right now that's been primed for this. So I want you to put your arms overhead and call out to creation, great mystery. And one beautiful way to do this is to just say, hey ho, this is your, and say your name, like this is your Earth Daughter Mare. And call on creation and ask creation to bless your energy body and pull creation, great mysteries, love and blessings and powerful energy into your energy body. Just bring it down into your energy body and mix it a little. And then call out to Mother Gaia, our planetary caretaker who loves us so deeply. Call out to Mother. And again, let her know that you're her Earth Daughter or her Earth Son. Hey, ho, Mama, this is your Earth Daughter Mare. Ho, Mama, so much love and gratitude I have for you. So much love and gratitude. And then ask Mother to bless you with her energy and her love. And bring her energy and her love into your energy body. And bring your arms up and then overhead again. And mix the sacred energy that's in your energy fields from creation and Mother. Mix it in the front and the back and the sides. Oh, sides and the back. And now just bring your arms back forward so that your hands are slightly open in front of you. And now I want you to visualize yourself infused with this powerful love energy, powerful light energy from creation and Mother. Visualize yourself sinking into the center of the planet so that your womb space for men and women, because men have it too, again, in your ethereal body, so that Mother's heart in the very center of the planet becomes where your womb space is. You are filling Mother up with your energy body. Your energy body and her energy body are merging. And you have sunk yourself down to the center of the earth, but you're filling up the earth now with your energy. And take a deep breath in and let it out. And now we're going to call on Una and Un's councils. So I want you to visualize that you're creating a massive conduit, like a big pipe tube in front of you, wide tube that's maybe 2.5 feet across or however wide your arms can be. And visualize this being a conduit of energy and call out to Una and her council. Ho, Una and your council. Virgin Mary, Mother Gaia, Mother One, all of your council. Ho, Un and your council. And One and all the other divine masculine beings, calling on Una and Un's councils to come down now. Fill this conduit. Fill this pipeline, this tube, straight into Mother. Calling the energy down. Bring it down. Please, Una and Una, send it down so that we are filling Mother Gaia up with your love and your light. Calling it down, bringing it down. You can actually like visualize pulling it down with your hands, your arms, pulling it down. And all of you who are doing this with me, I'm sure some of you are feeling some of this energy because I know I sure am. calling it down, calling it down, calling it down. So much love from Un's councils, so much love and light. And visualize this energy body of yours that it has expanded and filled into Mother's energy body, just filling with this love and this light of the purest, purest vibration, filling all of Mother up with this love and this light. And again, you can keep on calling on Una and Una's council, just like this big flow of energy from the cosmic zones, calling it down, bringing it down, filling Mother up. And now, as it's flowing through us into Mother, into her entire energy body that we are in the middle of, send this energy out to all the waters of the world, inviting all the waters of the world to be activated by this powerful love and light from Una and Un's councils. Calling on the dolphins to join us and to take in this love and light for their healing, for their joy, for their energetic work they do in all the oceans of the world, and even the freshwater dolphins too. Inviting the dolphins in to play with this beautiful energy that's filling Mother Gaia up, filling the waters up of the world. Beautiful. Oh, the dolphins are coming and I can see them jumping around and swimming. Oh, they're so beautiful and playful. Calling out to the whales with their huge, huge hearts and huge bodies, inviting them now to take in this energy and feel the activation and sing with this energy, to amplify their songs across the oceans of the world, because their grid of songs is very significant for the oceans of the world and for Mother. Inviting the whales in now to play with this energy, to feel it, to absorb it, to be fed by it. Beautiful, beautiful whales. Oh, they're swimming around now too. Calling on all the sacred ones and all the waters of the world, from the microscopic algae to seek help, to even the sharks. We're inviting the sharks to participate and dance in this, because you know what? They're just as sacred as the dolphins and the whales. Not understood very well, but just as sacred. Sending our energy now to the corals of the world to give them healing energy. Beautiful, beautiful healing energy that's amplifying all through Mother Gaia's oneness grid. Powerful, beautiful. Sending this energy now to all of the nature spirits around the planet, asking them to join in this dance, this amplification of all this love and light. Powerful, beautiful love and light coming in from Una and Un's council, still pouring through us, still pouring in. Calling out to all of the standing ones, trees of the planet, overarching devas of the trees, all the plants, flowers, grasses, vegetables, bushes, all of the plants, vines, asking them to participate, to join us, inviting them to dance in this amplification of this great joy energy. So much love and light. Whoosh. Calling out to all of the animal kingdom, the two-legged, four-legged, six-legged, eight-legged, multi-legged, winged ones, fins ones, slithering ones, all of them, elephants, zebras, horses, chimpanzees, all of the beautiful sacred animals of our sacred planet, inviting them to join in and soak up this love and light, this amplification of Mother's grid, her oneness grid, because they already know we are one. They're waiting for the humans to wake up to it. But giving them this boost of powerful love and light energy to support them. Whew. Calling out to the stone people, all the stones around the planet, to take in all of this love and light that they wish to take in, inviting them. Boy, I don't know about you, but the planet's vibrating right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. So I'm going to be silent for a few moments and invite those who are doing this with me, with us, to focus the energy on where you want to focus it. Invite whoever it is that I have not mentioned, or even invite someone again that I might have mentioned. ask them to join in this beautiful amplification, this download of powerful love and light energy that is feeding Mother Gaia and is helping the planet clear out some denser energies. And I'm now going to call out to all the buildings around the world and invite all of the materials that make up those buildings of stone and concrete and even human-made fibers and steel, inviting all the buildings now to take in this energy so that every human on the planet who's living in a building or being in a building right now is going to subtly be healed by this love and this light, so that all of the buildings of the world will be singing with this vibrational boost of love and light from Una and Un's councils and Mother's heart and our hearts and the hearts of all of our spirit teams. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So taking another deep breath in, and letting it out. And then one more deep breath in, and letting it out. I'm going to invite everyone who's joined us here to stay in this for as long as you want. You may not want, because I'm going to be pulling us out now, guiding us out back into our full bodies and not in the center of the planet. So it's your call what you want to do right now, because this is a really blissful place to stay in, I know.
Mhm.
So for those who wish to stay with us in the show and hear some more dialogue, just visualize yourself now coming out of being in the center of Mother and coming fully back into your body, wherever you're sitting or lying down or standing. And take another deep breath in and let it out. And this is a wonderful opportunity in this moment to send love back out to Una and Un's councils and to all of creation, and to send love to Mother Gaia also, and to all the sacred ones that we have connected with within this meditation visualization, including the dolphins, the whales, all of them, sending our love and gratitude out to all of them from our hearts, from the depths of our hearts. And then taking another deep breath in and let it out. And then coming fully back into our bodies and moving your fingers, moving your toes. If you want, you can like slap your hands on your legs. Coming back into our bodies fully. So
Very cool. Very cool.
that is an experience with Una and Un's councils. And they are the family of one. And as I understand it, they are, and this is where it's really humbling to share this, they're one of the more foremost spiritual councils in our cosmos.
Wow.
And they're very committed to helping Earth reach full ascension, because once Earth reaches it, I know you know this, then it will ripple out throughout the universe. But we are the seed point, from what I understand. And it's a powerful, humbling place for all of us here on Earth to be in, but it is even more of a sense of responsibility and commitment, because there are so many on the spirit planes within the universe who are waiting for us to really get it.
It's
And
very true.
Una and Un are incredibly committed and very involved and not small change. And from what I understand, Una herself and Un, the two of them will go, they represent our universe on another council that is interuniversal, because there are multiple universes that exist simultaneously, and they represent our universe.
Yeah.
So that gives you a sense of, and I was surprised that they wanted me to say their name at the Thousand Goddesses Gathering. I was surprised even in preparing for this interview with you that they said, yes, talk about us. We want people to know about us. And so this, what I just guided everyone through, is available as a recording also, with a little bit more detail, more background.
On YouTube. On
Well,
YouTube?
no, it's on my website.
On your website.
It's not very much to purchase. I can't really, I'm not being told to give it away yet. Maybe at some point in the future I can, but they're saying it's okay. People can pay a little, or they can listen to this recording and do this. But every second Wednesday of every month, we're doing a tune-in. And again, you don't need to join us on Skype or Zoom or conference call. Frankly, I don't know if I could handle the energy yet. I'll say that yet. Maybe you could handle it better than me. But I'm being told it doesn't need to be hosted on a platform. It's just tune in and do it. Listen to the recording and do it and connect with all of us doing it. And it's going to keep Gaia's Oneness Grid amplified.
Right on. Very cool. Very
cool.
Cool.
I didn't know I was going to do that tonight. I didn't know I was going to do all that. So this is fun.
That's what happens. That's the best. That's the most powerful thing we can do. Whatever
show
comes.
Up.
That's right. Show up.
Show up and do it.
So
but yeah.
So how in now you have how many events are you going to have in Australia and New Zealand? Is it three different ones?
Let's see. I'm doing 3 events, maybe 4 in Australia. I'm hoping to do a Divine Masculine event. I don't know if it's going to manifest yet. I've gotten in touch with a man who's good friends with one of the women who's been my main contact, and he's sitting with it. I need to reach back out to him, but I can't be too pushy. It's really the event, actually, the Divine Masculine one is also going to include a knighting ritual, what we did on the Thousand Goddesses Gathering. Mother's telling me that she wants me to work with men and do this knighting ritual to as many who want to show up for it, because it really is an activation.
Yeah.
And and that was a significant part of the day there at the Thousand Goddesses. As a matter of fact, I think that was when the energy was most heightened, and when the conduit of light came in was during the Divine Masculine.
Oh my God,
piece.
you remember that? I got that on film. I got that on film. An actual column of light came in.
Do you really?
I have it on film. Yeah.
You have that on film?
Yeah, I have it on film.
Oh my God, Todd, I need to see that one clip.
Yeah.
If there's any way that I could.
I can get it.
You filmed it. Oh my God. Well, this is huge.
I filmed a lot.
I didn't know that. I know you did, but it.
Yeah. I haven't had a chance to go in and work with the material, but here in about another week or 10 days, I'm going to be able to. I'll actually have 2 Ethernet cords, 2 computers.
Oh my gosh.
And so I'll be set up to do that when Morgan goes back to Australia. So
that is huge.
So,
I would really love to see that footage.
Me and Michael both got footage of it. So you got an actual column of light that comes down out of the sky onto this knighting ceremony, which was incredible. I mean, it was absolutely incredible.
I'm feeling the energy right now. And that's it's subtly different than working with Una and Un the way we were. This is a different energy. This is, oh my gosh. Okay, please send me that footage. That is so amazing. That is so amazing.
I'll get it together for you. Yeah,
wow.
It was amazing. It was amazing to witness it.
Because
it was at the end of the day, and there was 2 or 3 ceremonies, and I'm telling you, when the masculine went out there and the knighting thing happened, and this column of light came down, I'm like going, man, are you catching this? I got it. I was filming it. Yeah.
I love hearing this. I didn't realize you guys captured that on film. Did you
Yeah.
also capture Frank Wise's apology, the Lakota elder?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Because
not sure. Yeah. We did. We got that.
he's actually going to be back in the area doing some talks and doing more healings. He's coming back. He's actually driving right now from Wyoming. But I never heard him. I didn't hear his talk because I was running around doing what I was doing. But I would love to hear what he actually said, because some people were really touched by it, because he really was offering an apology from humanity to humanity.
We had some sound problems at the first part. I'm not sure if I got him, but I think I did. I think I was right by the stage. But I got to tell everybody, that you're very serious. I mean, what you put together was a lot of work, and even that day was a lot of work. And I was just filming and interviewing people and running lives, and my back hurt by the time I was done. So, and you were running around like crazy. So I just want to let everybody know that. So anything that you're involved with, I know you put everything into it. And so for all of the friends in Melbourne and in New Zealand, near Auckland, I would highly recommend that you get involved with what Mare's got going. Because
you are so kind.
No, but it was
so kind.
And I got lit up afterwards. That's how I ended up in Kauai. So you weren't the only one that got activated.
We all got activated. We got activated in a big way, and some of us are still processing. I'll speak for myself there. Really, Todd, the only way I can do this is because I've surrendered to serve Mother.
Yeah.
And this council is so beautiful and powerful. And so literally the night before the gathering, I couldn't sleep very well that night. And I'm like, God, I need sleep. This is going to be a big day tomorrow. They took me in the middle of the night. They took me, Una and her council, because I hang out more with them. And they have a temple up in the cosmic realms, multidimensional temple. But they took me and they said, we want you to experience oneness before the gathering tomorrow. And I can't even put into words what I experienced. I can't. Yeah. And it's because of them and their energy. And also, frankly, there were some very powerful people holding the space for us energetically that day.
Yeah.
We had big team members.
Yeah. Both in the physical and the non-physical.
Yes. And all the realms.
Yeah. Bo James is in Melbourne, Australia. He just said, there's a lot of friends in Melbourne area. A lot of friends of Soulogy in Melbourne area. And
well, those of you of the masculine persuasion, I'll word it this way. If any of you want me to lead a divine masculine knighting workshop, ceremony, ritual, I'm available on a weeknight after the 14th of April, and then I fly up to Coffs Harbour on the 17th. But contact me, and I would love to make this happen, because Mother is calling out to the masculine to heal. It's time for the wounded masculine to heal. And us women, those embodying the feminine, it's also it's time for us to really heal our wounded feminine and hold space. We need to hold space for each other. But I have one very gifted mentor, former mentor, who taught me that in order for the divine feminine to really come forward, the divine masculine has to be here first to hold space for her.
Absolutely.
So this is an important, very important global wide need for healing. And you can go on YouTube right now and listen to the message I did out of my bed, Mother's message to call for the divine masculine.
What's your YouTube?
You can just find it under my name, Mare Cromwell.
Mare Cromwell. Okay.
Yeah.
Bo James says, thank you. Sasha Grace says, can you come to Byron Bay? They really need you here.
Oh, I'll have to make that another trip. My schedule's already pretty full. I'll be back. I'll be back to Australia. I don't know when, but one of my friends that I'll be doing an event with, Sue Lennox, she and I were doing international work together in the early 90s, and she sees what we're going to be doing as just the beginning. And she's a real international leader in youth empowerment. and water monitoring. Oz Green, if anyone from Australia has heard of Oz Green, that's Sue and Cole Lennox. Her husband passed 2 years ago. But I'll be doing this workshop with Sue. And Sue's like, Mare, I think we can do a lot of these. I'm like, okay, just
Very
make sure
cool.
my airfare is paid and my rent's paid, and I'll be there.
There you go. Well, yeah, I can highly recommend anything that Mare does, because I've been there with her and I've seen her do it, and it's very much a co-creation, collaboration, team-oriented, win-win-win for everybody, and she puts her heart and soul into it. So I'd highly recommend it. So you're going to be doing this in mid-April, or I thought it was March. Is it March?
Well,
or
I
April?
fly out and I arrive in New Zealand on March 27th. And then I'm going to be at the Voices of Sacred Festival that following weekend. And then I'll be in New Zealand for another week and a half, leading retreat the following weekend, April 6th and 7th, on Sacred Guardian, Sacred Earth. And then a womb wisdom workshop in Auckland. And then I fly to Australia on April 12th, Friday, April 12th, and fly out April 24th. It's going to be like, it's good.
Yeah. So let me know as it gets closer. We can do one or two more of these as you start to put things together. Yeah.
You're amazing.
We did it before and it worked very well, didn't it?
I know. But really, one of the biggest calls I'm putting out, Todd, and for you to invite people, is join the Gaia Oneness Grid tune-ins once a month. And even more than that, if you want to do what we did just earlier, more than once a month, as often as you want to do it, it's really, it's a spiritual clearing too for yourself and your energy body. It's not just for Mother Gaia and all that and the amping of her grid. It's for you and your soul body and your clearing, your healing. Yeah. So that is a big part of what I'm being asked to do and to network more about. And again, go to my website and you can learn more about it and download it. It's very inexpensive. It's helping me pay my bills. It's just $17.77. If someone's really broke, contact me and I'll just send it to you for free. I want everyone to access it, but and yet at the same time, we need to have some income from Mare's bills. Although I'm not complaining there, things are going really great for me. Also, I will share this before we part. I'm teaching a year-long course called The Great Mother Love Way. Mm-hmm. And it's connecting more deeply with Mother Gaia and connecting with Una and Un's counsels and taking it really deep. Shadow work, learning how to create sacred space, ceremony. It's really humbling.
Getting your butt kicked when you're laying in bed in the winter morning for too long. How to deal with that.
Oh,
she thinks nicer to you than she does me.
Oh, really?
She says, get your ass out of bed. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, no, actually, I kind of hear it like that sometimes. She's been very patient with me all winter. And then finally on Friday morning, it's like, enough. No, you're forgetting your upgrade. We need to live this 24/7. I'm like, okay, all right, I'm here. Yeah. And it's really fun, actually. I'm really grateful for this shift because this winter was kind of hard for me. Yeah. But, you have to go through those phases to come through. It's just the birthing channel or canal or whatever they call it, which is really what the earth is going through right now. We're going through a birthing canal. So if you're feeling all that birthing pain and tightness and uncomfortable itchiness, and just keep on breathing through it and keep on loving yourself and healing. By the way, the winds here, I don't know where you are right now. Are you in New Jersey? Are you out west?
For me? I'm in Hawaii.
Oh, you're in Hawaii. Oh, you never left.
I never left.
You stayed there.
I got activated 2 days after, just like you did. I was driving back. We spent the night somewhere. We were driving back, and I got it. And I told Michael, I'm like, Michael, I think I was supposed to go to Hawaii. And then it just happened.
You stayed there. Oh, that's fabulous.
I stayed. I flew back to Sedona. I was there like 3-4 days, and I just swing in a prayer, just like everything else we do. Right?
That is so cool. That is so cool. I already forgot what I was going to ask you when I was asking where you are right now. For some reason, I thought you were back on the East Coast.
No.
That is amazing. I love your life. You really know. You're in the fifth dimension. I mean, you are so in the fifth dimension. I'm in the flow.
I don't know. It's been kind of bumpy, but we've had a really good. Morgan's going back on the 3rd. And,
she's with you. I'm so excited she's with you. How long has she been with you?
it'll be 90, almost 90 days, but then she's going to come back after her granddaughters or grandchild's born. I don't know if it's a daughter.
Oh
or
my gosh.
So, yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting some stuff going, pulling some things together and some more collaborations and that kind of thing. So the timing will be good. And she knows some people over there in the Melbourne area too. So maybe we can help you out and get you some people over there. Bo James is there. He's on. And I know there's a lot of people. I have to get the list out and look at it, but I know I think Melbourne is actually, I think it's the the fifth or sixth biggest city represented in Soulogy, which is colossal because it's not as big as the Chicagos and the New Yorks and the LAs and the other cities.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, and these venues are not that big. So if any of you want to see me, register now. Go to my website and you can register. And I think they're going to fill up fast if your following is that huge. That would be fantastic. That would be fantastic.
We'll be glad to help you with that.
There's one more thing I want to mention while we're still on here is last year I did the Voices from Gaia interview series, and I interviewed really gifted animal communicators, plant communicator, nature spirit communicator, Sasquatch communicator. And Mother Gaia told me this winter it's time to put it all up on YouTube. So people registered for it last year, but now it's all going to be up on YouTube, and I've got 3 of them up so far. So there's some powerful, amazing teachings and meditations and activations from like Linda Shea, who's a very gifted dolphin communicator, and Mary J. Gedden, whale communicator. So for everyone listening, please, Mother wants me to use YouTube a lot more and just, get it out there.
Yeah. Put up the links. Put up the links to the YouTube and to your event and to your webpage. I would advise you do. You don't have to, but I would say do it. It's Mare
I'll do that. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So let's touch base. You better touch base through Morgan.
I've been learning that.
3 weeks.
Thank you, Morgan. You're so swamped with messages.
As it gets closer to, yeah.
I will. I'll circle back in maybe 2.5 weeks or so before I fly out.
Very cool. All right. I love you. Thank you for all the work you do. It's good to see you.
I love you too. And I'm so thrilled you have video footage of that conduit of light coming in at the Thousand Goddesses Gathering. Oh my God, huge. I can get on that in about a week. Okay. I am thrilled to hear that. Good night to everybody. Thank you for joining us. This has been it's always a treat to be with you, Todd. Great divine masculine being who you are.